Okay, it says we're back.
You're saying you're offline still, baby.
Okay,
There we go.
We good? We good. We good? We good.
I think.
You say we good?
It looks good.
Okay, we good. I'm going.
All that's left is to open the seal. As I told you, you are very talented.
Next
So
seal.
what do I do now? Where do I find the next evil spirit?
You can't figure this out yourself?
No.
Others have spent years, decades even, just to break one seal. The next seal, as you know, is of water. I imagine it won't be difficult to find originally. Not in your neck of the woods.
A male water spirit. Okay.
Who did it before me?
People of greatness who became greater when they reached the end of the Black Book. The Black Book makes wishes come true. It can be used in many ways. You should think about how you can use it.
Okay.
What happened to that log? Why was it sucked into the book?
Surely you don't think you get your wishes for free. You must feed the fire.
I mean, yeah.
Some spirits just vanish, absorbed by the book. Others possesses power enough to break the seal.
I have more questions?
Why are the seals blocked with passes? Was the book written by the people of Perm?
The tribal signs of Komi Permians and other Pheno-Urgic peoples. Yeah, I know I did. I don't know why it did that. I don't know why stream's being a butt tonight. Or today, in general. But it did it once this morning, in this morning stream. And it did once so far tonight. I'm hoping, knock on wood, that it's just the one time tonight. And we can just go the rest of the
Nothing
stream,
sort.
no problems.
The book changes, adapts. I think the book has been testing you. If you could not figure out the primitive symbols of the truths, you would be unworthy of it.
Okay.
Who are you and why do you drag me into this hole? Why shouldn't I feed you to my book?
Yes, let me just feed this ginormous demon. The demon that's so big I can only see his head. Let me feed that to my book.
And lose such an invaluable helper. All of your Zagavars. It is I who empower them. They would not be as strong without me in your service. You will learn the nature of such things in
Oh, the
time.
ship crashed again.
Did it?
It's back up now. I think Twitch is having issues tonight.
It's time for me to return to the light.
Is that all you wished to ask me? Very well. You may go. We will meet again when you break the water seal. I would, however, think carefully on the subject of our next chat if I were you. Me being such a priceless assistant.
Okay. I mean, you have helped a lot. So, Chapter 2, How to Visit Vodiano? I don't know how to say that. Vodiani?
Wake up, Vasya! Vasilisa!
Grandpa?
Well, have you come to your senses? How did you end up here? A minute ago, no one was here.
You tell old Yegor about your meeting with the Chort.
So the second seal is gone.
Yes. Yes.
Now it's time for a water one. Good job, Vasya. Good job. We might actually make it. Well, you rest a bit now, before your next task.
There we go. Mad fate causes a newborn to develop a Kira. A child nearly dies, but the demon is driven away with prayers. And he failed again. Now I have 3 freaking dudes to deal with. Just send these dudes to do random things. Let's talk to the cat.
What's that? What in the name are you doing? You can't pet me.
I don't want to pet
That's your
you.
cat. I'm a demon, alright?
But you're a demon cat.
Can't bet you. Let me tame him with a good poker hit.
Don't hit the cat either.
Wait, what poker? Are you mad, Gramps?
Maybe that will make you a better Susetko. I have to feed you for that out of my canned heart? Yesterday, some bird flew in. I had to chase it off. Where were you then? Huh? Not a sign, you furry short.
Why, stop. Come on, you'll hate me, damn it. Be careful, Igor. Alright, I get it. I will do a better job as a Susetka from now on.
I mean, that's kind of like the whole agreement for why you're here. Also, you are cats. Let me pet you. You are
That's
kitty.
better. Next time my hit will find its mark.
He is not the kind to spoil his children.
I know, right? What happened after you became a spirit?
Seems like I do remember. We Susetkas can see future quite well. The past we forget after a century or so. I was from Chut's tribe, I think.
You're one of the Chud? They say Chud are small and wide-eyed. And you're cats!
There are spirits like that, called Chuts. People lived here, a tribe like Komi-Pyrmins, a long time ago.
Okay.
So, I was one of them. There was my hut, at the same place where the church was built. Or a dugout it was. I remember exactly that I lived at the same spot. They must have buried me under the threshold, so I became a house spirit. And when Isba was gone and the church appeared, then I must have moved there.
I mean, makes sense.
A lot of things happened. I will stir my memory a bit more about how I was Susetka in that Isba. Tell you later.
So you can take any shape?
I can. A wolf or a man, take a pick. Usually don't need it though. Ordinary people see us as shadows, nothing more. The rest they imagine themselves.
But I like you as cat. Don't change yourself. You are
Let's
cute
go.
kitty.
We'll talk later.
I have unlocked the Black Book seal. You can find new pages by choosing any unlocked seal section. At the start, you can only choose from several available pages. The rest you'll have to get by defeating evil spirits or completing tasks. Okay, so Aspen seal. Seal of the aspen, drier than straw, colder than ice. Hidden by a child unclean. I have only a few cards. I have the max number of cards, though. The page effect amplifies by 1 for every other page of the same color in a Zagavor. The page effect amplifies if all the pages in a Zagavor are of matching color. You are that. So let's... Let's take you out and put you in. We have a visitor.
Well met. Is this the house of old Igor?
That's right. What brings you here?
Here, I brought a gift for you. Salt. Hear me out, please. I'm from Ustbarovsk. I have a salt factory there.
Okay.
I'm Pahom Nikolaevich, the manager. My business is quite serious. I need to speak to you eye to eye.
You need to speak to Vasilisa. She's the one in charge here now.
A knower girl? That's a dangerous job.
No such thing as a safe job. Everything is as God wills it.
It is as you say. God abandoned our salt works.
Why
One
you say
day
that?
there's some noise in the salt oven. Another, some shadows near the salt boxes.
Okay.
So what? I see nothing strange. These things happen all over the gubernia.
A major administrative subdivision of the Russian Empire.
This is true. However, there was no brine at first. And the other day, some workers went missing. It's been several days. The police don't care. They say they'll be back. I've already organized my own guards. I myself saw a kind of shadow near the barns. It disappeared the moment I saw it. I was told you can help me deal with spirits, and so I came here.
The missing
Tell
people.
me, Pahom Nikolaevich, how people went missing.
A week ago we hit brine. It just started gushing out. So we started working it, day and night, filled all the salt boxes. I put Alexei from Gorodishevo on the night shift. He went missing. People said he went on a binge. The local doctor says he's an alcoholic. And then Pyotr went missing, also on the night shift.
I mean, the whole alcoholic thing, I could see where people are like, oh, he's just the local drunk. If he just wandered off.
Did you try to figure out who is kidnapping these people?
Yes. On the third day, I sent a couple of strong men, myself among them. All was quiet at first, and then, at night, some sort of shadow appeared.
Okay.
Trishka called out to it, but it started thrashing about. I still get chills thinking about it. I crossed myself and the shadow ran to the barn, or to the oven, or to the salt box. I couldn't tell which.
It ran away.
Come morning,
Let's go with
I
that.
saddled the horses.
Tell me about your salt works.
It isn't close. A factory near Ust-Urolka. We do everything there. Extract the brine and load the permianko onto the barges. Permianka is what we call our salt.
Thank you for explaining that, because I had no idea.
Accidents happen. Can't avoid them. But we never had to deal with demons.
You said the salt started to disappear.
For half a year we had little to no salt. Disasters, one after the other. But
Okay.
we held on. Now we struck brine. Workers have gone missing.
Sure,
I
I'll
won't
help
leave
you.
hanging.
But if we help you, don't forget about our reward. Perhaps you have some ancient or consecrated item?
Don't worry about that. We won't forget. The main thing is that we find who is to blame.
Have you had any arguments with the Vodinoi?
With the Vodinoi, he doesn't give us any trouble in the factory. I'm a God-fearing man. We offered our Vodinoi vodka and baked treats.
All right, I'll take a look at your factory.
I organized transportation for you. They'll get you to the station.
Oh, I
There,
thank
the
you.
manager will show you the way to the factory. Go as soon as you're ready. I'll go on ahead. Well,
Thank
see
you.
you
I don't
soon.
have to walk there this time. Oh,
God
nice.
himself sent him, Vasya. There you will break your seal. If only I had some Kupala salve, I could get there instantly. Oh, well, when Kupala comes, I'll get the required herbs. Get to it.
Okay, well, we got some more information, so let's look at that. Boop. The presence of strong salt brine in vast woodlands in the banks of Kama, Chusovia, and Osalka contributed to the rapid growth and the number of salt pans. Initially, salt was boiled out of the brine extracted from wells with primitive brine pipes. Later, salt refineries emerged with more complex extraction processes. Some of them stayed active up until the second half of the 20th century. I don't know why certain ones are highlighted. I don't know why that's highlighted. Oh, and we can level up. Let's go with this one. And then we set off. You can find these stations all over the Gubernia, a place to rest and change horses. Okay, I can move around.
Cherdyn, 100 verst. Solikamsk, 22 verst. Ustyrolka, 10 verst.
Okay. Oh no, go back, go back, go back, go back! No! Those herbs. Herb. Exit the gates. Go get that herb. Herb. Yee. We got a Peter's Cross. Okay, now we can enter the gates. Okay, we got cart. We got whatever that is. Station warden. We have a note.
Fedka, go shoot some magpies on the street. I'm sick of their calling. This cart has seen better days.
Another herb. A crying herb. Okay. Can we go this way at all or no? Ooh, we can. A restless horse. Let's go try and calm it down
The
and not get
persistent
kicked.
neighing of a horse can be heard from the stables. When you come closer, you see a black shadow shuffling around the animal.
Oh, a witch! Do your folk have a coven here, or something?
Why do you torture the animal? A Sosietko is supposed to look after the horses, not torture them.
So you see me? What of it? This animal is the wrong color. It's not like that of the master.
The color is wrong. What color do you require?
Oh, I'd be happy even with a small, puny horse, but it should be the same color of the master's beard. If
What color's
I
that?
lost this one, he'll buy a new one.
No,
I'll
just
teach you how to spoil someone else's goods.
you're wanting to get to it. No, you don't hurt the poor horse. Hi, Prushka. I guess you're with me. How much do I need to do? Oh, 45. Oh my gosh. And you're gonna do paralysis. Cannot use herbs for 7 turns. Okay. Oh, I should have saved Prushka's thing. Okay. What was that? It looked like you were like rubbing freaking dust off of your head. It should be enough to get rid of it. Yeah. Red Sun removes pages from the book till the end of the battle. No, that sounds terrible. The page effect amplifies by 1 for every other page the same color in this other. Okay, does 2. Okay. Deals 7 damage to all enemies for each herb used. Let me do this one.
The Susiedko disappears into inky shadows, and the horse calms down. You approach the station caretaker.
So I rolled up a cigarette. And then I tell him, spicing it up with curses. Then he crowed and disappeared. Happened this year in the hunting season.
Was he also asking about your daughter?
Come on, Your Excellence. Every knowledgeable passerby thinks he has to pull my leg.
God bless.
God bless.
The nobleman glances at you, flushes red, and nods in a restrained manner.
There aren't any horses at the station.
Really? And what about your Sivka?
The Susetko's been riding that one for 7 nights straight. She doesn't let anybody near. You have to wait for fresh post horses. They're due in the morning.
And listen to Samson's tall stories. My name is Alexander. My companion is none other than the station caretaker.
My name is Vasilisa. I'm going to the Uzbarovsk factory.
Okay.
You won't make it far without a carriage at this hour.
I mean, yeah, it sounds like it's a long trip anyway.
We can
so
play
no,
some
thank
cards while we wait.
you. I do not want to play cards
Where
with
are
you.
you
I'm not
from?
good at it.
From Vilgard. I have business at the factory. The horses could bring me only as far as this station.
The locals perhaps are afraid of riding in the direction of the factory.
Well, what do you expect? The factory is haunted, and now demons have snipped the telegraph lines. What a mess. At this rate, we'll be left without a Tsar.
Yeah. Question.
Did
Telegraph?
the demons cut the lines or what?
Who else?
According to you, the demons are to blame for everything. Is winter also their doing?
You bet. Have you heard of Shulikons?
Seasonal spirits coming out of the land on Christmas or New Year's Eve and going back under the water during the ice hole, through the ice holes after baptizing day.
I know about them, and I know for a fact that the winter is not their doing. It's all in the celestial bodies.
I just love that. Do you think the winter is also the demon's fault? Well, of course. Have you not heard of them?
Really?
So what happened to the telegraph?
Who knows? The monitor came, took the horses, told me he was going to fix them. Took the stableman as well.
Samson says the spirits are to blame. He says all sorts of superstitious things.
Try living by the forest as long as I have. You'd see stranger things.
I don't know why, but this dude, Alexander, his face just looks way too young to be on that body. I don't know why.
What have you heard about the factory?
It used to be a fine factory. Before the devil came, people started to disappear. There's always some witchery going on.
Was it before the recent disappearances?
I heard the same thing from the peasants. They say it's a bad place.
That's right. Everyone knows the mills are all haunted. Why would the factory be any different?
I mean, he's got a point, but also
Just don't go in the water if you can't swim.
yeah, don't go swimming if you can't swim. Like, of
He
course.
told me about other cases.
Well, there's no lack of misfortune. Pahom sure had it tough. Then all these problems with the brine started.
Now they tell me more salt workers are disappearing. God is punishing them.
Or the devil.
What about you, Alexander? Where are you going?
I'm going to Logovo village. I'm a doctor, studied in St. Petersburg. The doctor there has his hands full. A difficult case. We've been exchanging letters.
I know a little about folk medicine. What happened here?
A witch doctor. A noble trade, but not as effective as the scientific approach. Well, listen. The peasant girl developed a kind of emaciation. She can sleep at night, hallucinates.
Okay. And what are you planning to do to
What
her?
do the people say?
The usual things. Curses, kolduns.
I know how to deal with that. Perhaps I could help you.
There's no curse there. I mean, are there even such things? There's a sick girl in Logovo village. Come, I'll be waiting for you. I mean, I'll be in the village.
Totally not hiding the fact that you yeah. Go, doctor boy, go do your thing.
I managed to calm the animal down. I made arrangements with the Susetko.
Well, what do you know? All right. I'll get you where you need.
Thank you for not sharing any more of these wonderful stories.
They aren't stories, that's what happened.
Just This place isn't far from the plant. Okay.
The caretaker points in the direction of Ust-Urolka, and the cart with Alexander in it departs to Logovo village. As you plan your next moves, you're interrupted by a shadow that appears suddenly on the road.
Draw the circle.
You quickly draw a circle. The shadows come closer while you prepare the black book. Soon, a peasant stands before you with a heavy club in his hands.
Great.
Who goes there?
I see no club. I see a cigarette.
I'm from Vilgard. I'm headed to the salt works.
Cross yourself first.
You make the sign of the cross over yourself.
Phew, I thought I'd run into a demon. That kind wouldn't be willing to bless itself. I was sent for a night watch from Ust-Barovsk village. Shorts are bothering folk at the factory. You're heading there?
Of course I'm heading
Well,
there.
yes. I'm an Oro from Cherdin. I'd like to help.
A witch? I'd better get going.
Disappearance?
Did you hear about the missing people?
Gone without a trace. At first, we thought they'd gone on a drinking binge. But no. They went missing during their night watch. I heard there was a thick fog on those nights. Looked like a river overflowing.
Okay, that wasn't told to me, so
What have
okay.
you heard about the missing salt?
I heard it went missing long ago. Must be some thieves.
Could it be Chorts?
Could be. Oh, kingdom of the Lord. I used to be a salt walker once. See? Ears are all eaten away. Better ears than the immortal soul, though.
Okay. Your ears get eaten from the salt? At the beginning of May, once the spring floods allowed ships to approach cities, the arrangement of trade caravans began. Salt was sent to Nizhny Novgorod, the center of the salt trade. Laborers shouldered large sacks full of salt and carried them onto the ships. The salt irritated their ears and neck, which swelled and turned red. This is the origins of the widely known phrase, salty-eared permyak, perm citizen. Okay.
Well, God bless you.
Okay, let's do this way first. This place is called Black River Bank for a reason. I should be careful.
The murmur of the Chornaya River can be heard amidst the darkness. You also hear several voices nearby. A prickly sensation on your back tells you they belong to the spirits.
Read a prayer.
Having heard your voice and the holy words, the spirits disappear. The only thing you hear is a water splash.
Approach.
On a stone by the water, you notice a wet comb.
The mermaid's comb. Oh, we're known for fishing, but not just angling, mind you. Fishing starts before dawn. Men come with nets, fish, and spears. There used to be quite a bit of fish in the river. One time, the lads threw insults at a rusalka because she frightened away the fish by combing her hair on the stones. She dropped her comb, and the lads, fools as they were, picked it up. And wouldn't you know it, their nets tangled up, the fish escaped, and the crew chief got sick all of a sudden. Some witch talked some sense into them, told them to return the comb. They came back to the same place, put it under the stone, and placed a loaf of bread as an offering, with blinds to boot. Next morning the offering was gone, and wouldn't you know it, so were their chief's ailments. Their nets started bringing in plenty of fish to sell again. Okay. Don't take the comb. I sense something wrong beneath these branches. It's called the Grim Forest, so I could see
You
something
have
wrong.
goosebumps, a sign of a devilish presence. You look around. Your only companion is humming among the silence. Suddenly, a dark figure steps out from the shade. It is a scribe, a Zagavr dealer.
Okay, why'd you make this place sound sinister and it's just a place to get more Zagavr pages?
That lies upon dark pages is not that of madness. You cannot paint me as a liar.
Okay. I don't want to inflict damage to myself. I don't want to freaking give myself sin either. My gosh. Sure. Okay, now we're gonna go towards the doctor dude. The road to Lagovo village goes through these woods. Okay. Go wee! I traveled so far one night.
Sharp pine trees overhang the road like the legions of demons you've seen in many icons at the Church of the Trinity. You nearly jump. The forest darkness is torn apart by a flaming whirlwind hurtling over the trees.
Follow?
You run after the fiery whirlwind. You think that you've lost it, but then see it above the trees again. The chase leads you to Logova village. The fiery omen circles the chimney of one of the houses, and then vanishes.
Oh, okay, I did. Okay. This is the village Alexander visited to cure a peasant girl. Let's go see if we can help her. Go away.
You knock on the door of the Izba, next to which you saw a fiery image vanish.
Yeah.
Alexander opens the doors. Inside, the doctor has already prepared the remedies. Among the bottles, you notice several old candles.
I didn't expect you to answer the invitation. But come in. Here is this.
On a bench, under the icons, lies an emaciated woman. Her eyes are open, but clearly do not see. She whispers abrupt phrases.
He'll come. He'll be back. He'll be back. What are you talking about? What are you waiting for? Vanya, he's back. I know it.
Vanya?
It seems that this woman is delirious after several sleepless nights.
This Vanya, is he presumed dead?
He's alive. Alive. I've seen him. He's well except for his missing spine.
Excuse me? Then he is not well.
Her husband was killed in action. The news came not so long ago, they say.
I saw a demon near the village.
That's the tales of Samson. They make you see things.
No, I think evil spirits has a hand in this.
Of course they did.
Don't believe me? I know for sure a demon's at fault. The demon comes to the girl in the image of her dead husband. It drains her of her life force and can lead to her death. What spirit is to blame for her sickness?
Let's go look at the list of demons. Okay, we got. It's not Kaldun. It's not Leshy. Domovoy? What's a Domovoy? Okay, I'm gonna just go with Domovoy just because I'm pretty sure it's not one of these two, so.
Could a Susietko be trying to strangle her at night? No. It's more likely that the fiery snake is at fault.
The fiery snake. Darn it. Some chorts take an image of a dead relative, often the husband, and come to the grievening. Such a chort flies in the sky as a fire sheaf, broom, or a spindle. Only on the ground it assumes the dead man's image. One can recognize this demon by the absence of its spine. I didn't have that as a thing to look
It all
at.
fits. The dead man, the visions, the lack of a spine. He must be close right now.
Close? Yes, he's here. Soon my Vanya will come.
There's this type of chort. They take the form of the dead and visit the living. They can also look like their husbands.
Ambush
We
the
need to
chort.
ambush the chort that's been haunting her. If we get on the stove, he won't notice us. You'll see it with your eyes if you're close.
This is madness.
If we don't do this, the woman will soon follow her husband. No powders will make her better. Besides, they say that educated men like to put everything to the test.
Yes, make him
Alexander reluctantly agrees and gets on top of the stove. You don't wait long. Sparks fly out of the mouth of the stove, and out crawls a pale chort with cow's hooves. For a moment, you think you hear Alexander whispering protective zagavers. However, you have no time to think. You need to decide what to do next.
Okay, I got a thing. Now I get the information about it. Really game. An evil spirit called the Fiery Snake often presents itself to a woman who are grieving for their lost husbands. To its victims, the demon is indistinguishable from their loved ones, but to outsiders, it appears as a ball of flame or as a sheaf of sparks. It sometimes brings gifts to peasant girls, which by morning turn to stone or dung. One can also identify the snake by its back, which appears to be a coffin or rotting flesh, not fish. Attack. Oh, it literally is just a ball of fire. Okay. Let's get some healing in.